we're here doing a TRBusiness featured interview. We're here with Peter Krogsgaard. Sorry if that pronunciation isn't quite right.
Quite perfect.
Peter is the new Chief Commercial Officer for Copenhagen Airports and only started on the 1st of September. So congratulations, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'd just like to talk a bit about your new role with the company, and you've had roles at companies such as Fujitsu and Nokia. And how do you think your previous job experience will help you going forward with Copenhagen Airports?
I find myself in a position where I have a good, strong background from business to consumer and business to business. Business to consumer, mostly from mobile industry, fast-moving industry, and business to business from Fujitsu, big global IT company here. And this matches very much the challenges that I see here at Copenhagen Airports, with the airline sales being B2B challenges, real estate, parking, etc. And then of course our fantastic shopping center, which is a consumer experience there where I can use my skills.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think your stamp is going to be going forward for Copenhagen Airports? What do you want to focus on? What's your strategy going forward?
We have a very strong strategy and strong vision for the airport, world-class hub, and expanding up to 40 million pax. The challenge for us ahead is to go from good to great. So basically go to the next level. This is the inching and fine-tuning of everything we do. We have significantly high customer satisfaction. We have good revenues, good profits, etc. But need to take it to the next level. So basically excel in customer service and shopping experience.
At the TFWA World Exhibition Conference, Erik Mortensen, the president, actually made a point about how travel retail is changing slightly. Consumers' demands are changing now more than ever, and he sort of said that there's a tendency for our industry to over-premiumise. At Copenhagen, there's always been, in my opinion, a very balanced retail mix. How would you come back to Erik and say, because he was saying that there's a lot of mid-market opportunities missed, and there is a demand for lower-priced product offer. How would you respond to that?
I certainly agree to your statement that we have a good balance here. I think we find for both fair-priced, medium and premium, we have to cater for the audience that we have in our airport, and so we'll do going forward also. There are challenges in the market, price pressure from domestic, online pressure, etc. Frequency of flying is increasing, but the opportunities ahead of us to grasp this, go more online, go more digital, are vast, and we see industries like telecoms or banking sector go digital with faster speed than we have. I think we need to get our learnings from outside the industry.
And that brings me on to my next question, the online shopping business. How has that progressed since that was launched, and how important will that become in the future?
Obviously, I think it's vast. We can't understate how important it is for us. The growth is very significant, and so it should be. So we need to be extremely ambitious. So when you see three-digit growth, you need just to be more ambitious on this area, because obviously you need to take a significant share of our business. Because in everything else our PAX and our customers do in everyday life, they go online, and they expect the airports and airlines to do the same, to do the pre-ordering or pre-booking, etc., etc.
The merging of Copenhagen Airports domestic and international passengers in Terminals 2 and 3 next year presents good commercial potential all round. Tell us how you think that's going to work and why it's beneficial to Copenhagen Airports.
I think it's a huge opportunity, coming back to opportunities here, that we get all our packs through central security and through the shopping center here. As an effect of this also, we have expanded our opening hours now from today from 7 till 9 o'clock in the evening. Now it's going to be 6 a.m. till 10 o'clock p.m. Going forward, which is good. So we've asked for the cater for the audience coming into us. I see huge opportunities here.
Do you find that's a difficult conversation to have with your partners at the airport? You know, some aren't as used to having those opening hours that they can seem, especially for new brands that you work with, it can be quite puzzling. Is that a difficult conversation to have?
Actually, we planned for it to be challenging, but it wasn't, because we brought fact into the equation. So basically, just bringing in what are the peak hours here, how many packs are coming between 6 and 7, 7 and 8, etc., 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 and having certain conversion rate on these passengers, saying this is the opportunities that are ahead of your business, this is the investment you're going to do in man hours on board, and therefore this is why it's good for you. And we have almost no complaints, a few open questions on how to do it, but yes, the resistance has been minimal. to this because this is just good business.
Absolutely. You've been successful with H&M. It's a great coup for you guys. Are you looking to do, bring more brands like that on board in that sort of in that market?
To answer straight to it, we need to keep the balance, as we said.
Yes,
So on fair price, medium, and the premium on board here, and we always look to make sure that we have a significant pipeline on party who wants to join us and can be an asset to our airport. Also in the fair price, there are new entrants who want to come on board, and it's good for us.
The company saw concession revenue from its shopping centre rise by 5.6% in the first half of 2014. However, it was below the rise in traffic, which was plus 7.3% to 12.36 million. Was that forecasted?
Yes.
Was it expected? And are you hoping to up the spend to reach the pace of passenger traffic in the next quarter, the next half, so on and so forth?
That would be fantastic if that was doable. Perhaps it is, but certainly I think we are meeting our targets as we are right now, ambitious targets, I might say. The mix and passenger transfer, etc., and domestic, and the frequency of flight, of course, challenges a little bit, as I think it does everywhere.
Yeah.
But the growth we see year on year in performance, both in duty free, but also in specialty shops and food and beverage, is outstanding. We performed really, really well. 2014 will be a good year for us, and we plan to be very ambitious for 15 and also to be successful in this regard.
Which nationality is the fastest growing for Copenhagen Airports, and which do you see sort of dropping off in terms of passenger growth?
We see a good balanced growth. US and Chinese are growing quite good, and within our catchment area, which of course is Denmark, but also Sweden, southern middle part of Sweden, we see significant growth. So we're growing on more parameters, and we don't see any big declines anywhere.
Okay.
We just see a solid growth this year. Yeah.
That's good news. The airport says that the development of the shopping centre will continue in 2014. The first changes we've seen this year have already been completed with lingerie store Change, B&O Play, Max Mara appearing in first half. Can you tell us what other changes we can expect?
I think you'll see constantly that to go from good to great, which is what this is all about, we'll constantly upgrade our performance at either specialty or food or beverage. When we see low performers, we try to help them to perform better, or we change them, basically box in, box out. And we will bring in new concepts here in first quarter of 15 on food and beverage, which again will upgrade our already good performance here. Both international brands, but again local heroes again to complement. So we have the balance between international brands, well known, and the local heroes for whatever quality they stand for. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the CPH portal, Ideas portal, which I think is a really interesting concept, and have you had any good feedback so far, or anything you would even entertain?
You can imagine the feedback you get there. Some very qualified, and you think, good thought, and some not so much. But again, here seeing this is all about passenger and customer involvement, and as we've seen it from all other aspects of life. Initially, earlier innovation was done from business to business, and then they were brought out to consumer. Today is consumerization. Basically, the consumer knows what they want, and then they ask us to deliver it. And they got a lot of good ideas, whether being the cleaning of the toilets, whether being the wayfinding or basically retail that miss out that they like to have on board. Some of them are extremely niche, where you're just saying, probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
And some is just, that's a good idea, let's put it into the book. And so
at least there's a forum.
It's a forum, and it gives good energy, and I think it's well received. Yes.
Fantastic. Can you tell us any more about Google Glasses?
That's a fantastic event, wasn't it? It's when you're in the forefront, obviously you learn what to do. One lesson for us is that have the information available real time is fantastic. Having hands-free to basically to cater to do your job for our service agents is vital here. So the glasses could certainly be a part of the future going forward. It's a fantastic test for us to do, very inspirational, and the people on board loved it. So.
And a good news story as well.
It was. Yeah.
And my final question for you, Peter, is Do you think 2015 will be better or worse than 2014 in terms of, the airport's performance, passenger traffic, and whatnot? What are your predictions and forecasts?
I certainly expect us to perform very, very well. We are a well-performing airport. Whether passenger growth is going to be as high as this year, I probably don't foresee that. The performance we do with our partners on board, we launch a series of new initiatives which I expect us to perform even better. We're very focused on the customer journey throughout the airport, from arriving at parking to joining the plane, to basically make sure that on every step we improve for the sake of our partners and the PAX, and then focusing on the total cost of operation for our partners to make sure that it's valuable also for our partners to be at Copenhagen Airport. So we're going to have a busy year and a prosperous year, I'm sure.
Fantastic to hear. Thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule to come and talk to us today.
Good.
And look forward to hearing more from you soon.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.